is a very important section of class 9, and this particular section makes this particular chapter an interesting one. So what basically is this? Here the biology is also there and the chemistry is also there. So we have to take two parts here altogether. First thing that you are going to come across is a definition of diffusion and osmosis. My dear students, it is something like your mama is cooking halwa and puri in the kitchen and you get the smell in your bedroom. So this is the transfer of molecules from one area to the other area. So basically the diffusion is this only. It is a spontaneous movement of particles, and where the particles can be of gas or a liquid, where the particles are moving from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. So here no barrier is there and no energy is required to take those molecules from there to there. अगर आप पूजा पाठ कर रहे हैं, धूप बत्ती एक कमरे में चल रही है, if you are putting up camphor, burning camphor somewhere, so you will smell it and it will reach to your nose without any membrane, without any energy barrier, and this is diffusion. Now, our focus is osmosis, because with this concept comes another word that we had discussed in the previous lecture, that a semi-permeable membrane is there. If a movement of water molecule happens, if a movement of particles happens through a selectively permeable membrane, and again the higher concentration to lower concentration, then we are going to say that it is osmosis. So focus is the definition, where three parts you have to understand. It is the movement is there, number 2 through a selectively permeable membrane, and point 3, the region need to be from a higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. Here you are getting a word again and again. You must get this vocabulary done. What is concentration? The basically fun thing, concentration is when you are mixing one thing with the other. That is when you are putting up water, and take an example of salt, because we know it is easily present at home. Take a glass, add water. Now take another glass and add salt into that water. So now you are making up a solution here. In this solution, take this example, I have taken 2 beakers here. In this particular case, you have taken blue dots are your water and the orange dots are your salt. You will see the salt particles are less. And here you can see in this tumbler that the water molecules are water dots, blue dots are less, and the salt dots are more. So my dear students, here you have to think, ponder your thoughts and sit and ask yourself, which way is high concentration of water? Definitely A. The beaker A has got more of water and less of solute. What about beaker B? The beaker B has less of water and more of solute. So this is what basically the concentration is all about. So whenever we are going to talk about the movement of molecules, we have to think 2 ways. Number 1, water content is where more, in which two comparisons, in which section you will find more water and in which section you will find the more salt. So then you have to focus on these 2 parts. Now, if we are imagining a situation, when important thing is also left out, the semi-permeable membrane. Definitely you know that, but let me revise it again, that there is a barrier. Every molecule is not allowed, certain big molecules are not allowed to pass through these barriers, and that is why it is called selectively semi-permeable, because salt is not allowed to go this side. Only water will travel from this region to this region. So this is one region, this is region 2. So certain molecules will move from this side to this side, and certain molecules are not able to move from this area to this area. Now, when we are going to talk about this osmosis, then comes the conditions. What kind of solution do we have got? Do we have got the hypertonic stage, the hypotonic stage, or the isotonic stage? Iso, similar concentration. So the net movement of water molecule will be equal. So number of water molecules comes on this side will remain that side. The water molecules keep traveling, it never stays there, but the number of molecules is always maintained and it is always in equilibrium with each other. So everything is balanced out. But what happens in the case of hypotonic solution? Now in the case of hypotonic solution, I tried to put up a resin, any cell you can put. घर में किशमिश आराम से मिल जाती है, रेजिन आराम से घर में अवेलेबल होती है, सो इसलिए हम हमेशा रेजिन का एग्जांपल लेते हैं. यू कैन टेक अप अनदर सेल ऑल्सो. जब उसे हम मम्मी खीर में पकाती हैं, जब उसे खीर में पकाया जाता है, तो यू माइट हैव सीन दैट, या अगर रात भर आप किशमिश भिगो के रखो अगर एक कटोरी में, तो सुबह आपको दिखेगा वो किशमिश थोड़ी मोटी सी हो गई है, थोड़ी फूल गई है, थोड़ी हिप्पो टाइप हो गई है. सो दिस इज माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स द हाइपोटोनिक सोल्यूशन. Hypo, hippo, you have to learn, you can learn it this way only, but understand and focus more on concept. But certain tricks are there, always there to help us and enhance the learning and get the learning more better. So hypotonic solution is basically the solution where when I will put up a cell, here the solute concentration, see, more of purple things are there. पर्पल अंदर मॉलिक्यूल ज़्यादा है ना और बाहर कम है, बाहर पानी ज़्यादा है. तो अब क्या होगा, ये पानी के मॉलिक्यूल्स, कहाँ पानी ज़्यादा है, बाहर पानी ज़्यादा है ना. सो व्हाट विल हैपन, द वाटर विल स्टार्ट मूविंग इनसाइड, एंडोसाइटोसिस. द वाटर विल गो इनसाइड एंड विल मेक दिस सेल स्वेल अप. तो अगर मैं इस सिचुएशन में सेल को डालूंगी तो इट विल कम लाइक इन हिप्पो, इट विल स्वेल अप, एंड दिस इज द हाइपोटोनिक सोल्यूशन. एंड other situation and the last situation will be the hypertonic situation. जब हम इस hypertonic की बात कर रहे हैं, आपको फिर दो बातों पे ध्यान देना है, वाटर का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन और सॉल्यूट का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. हमारा इस पूरे कंसेप्ट में सिर्फ समझने की बात इसी की है कि किन दो चीज़ों का कंपैरिजन हो रहा है, पानी का या नमक का. नमक की जगह यू कैन हैव ग्लूकोज ऑल्सो, शुगर ऑल्सो, बट नमक इजीली मिल जाता है, दैट इज व्हाई वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस. तो आपने देखना है पानी का मूवमेंट तो हो ही रहा है, सॉल्ट कहाँ ज़्यादा है, सॉल्ट इधर ज़्यादा है, सॉल्ट इधर कम है, तो पानी को किधर जाना है, ये सॉल्ट जो है पानी को अपनी तरफ खींचेगा, तो इधर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन वाटर का बढ़ता जाएगा और ये कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कम होता जाएगा. सेम वे जब हाइपरटोनिक सिचुएशंस में हम किसी सेल को डालते हैं तो व्हाट विल हैपन, सी, सॉल्ट मॉलिक्यूल्स बाहर ज़्यादा है तो पानी बाहर जाएगा, इट लव्स सॉल्ट, तो वाटर विल बी अट्रैक्टेड टुवर्ड्स द सॉल्ट मॉलिक्यूल्स. तो जब पानी बाहर निकलना शुरू हो जाएगा द थिंग विल श्रिंक लाइक दिस, एंड दिस श्रिंकेज इज कॉल्ड द flaccidity that you have gone through the NCERT language. My dear students, I as a teacher always believe, one of my teachers have told me, think NCERT as a Bible. It is your Gita, it is your Bible. And I still remember my teacher over there who has always guided me, inspired me to go with this procedure. But she has always emphasized that every word in this NCERT is a golden word. And these golden words must not be missed out. So here again, I will ask you to concentrate on the NCERT lines, what language they are using to make the things understand. We go hayways, we go and talk about so many examples, but we have to, by the end of the day, focus on NCERT. It would be a very learning experience. So now, let me wind up the things again. Our focus in today's class was what is diffusion and osmosis. Diffusion is spontaneous movement where there is no barrier, where things are moving from high concentration to low concentration. नदियाँ भी हायर लैंडफॉर्म से लोअर लैंडफॉर्म में आती हैं, तो हम उसी तरीके से चलेंगे. हाँ, आप बोलेंगे कि टैंकी में पानी चढ़ रहा है तो हम नीचे से ऊपर जा रहे हैं, बट देन अगेन वी आर पुटिंग अप मोर फोर्स इनटू इट एंड द मोटर्स आर डूइंग दैट बिजनेस. बट नेचुरली nature is maximum times forcing the things going from higher concentration to lower concentration. So what is diffusion? One definition, very clear. Think of an example of an incense stick burning in one corner, reaching out to your corner. Then comes the osmosis, which is the main point area in 9th class. It is three things you have to remember, that movement is there, Molecule movement is there, molecules are moving from one part to another. But the thing is that there is a semi-permeable membrane. And third thing, which is always there, from high concentration to the region of lower concentration. Now comes the situations. The situations are three: hypotonic, hypertonic, and the isotonic.